Attention citizens of Beach City. Everyone head to your designated shelters. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. This is our home, our planet, our friends and family. We are the Crystal Gems.
Hello fellow cartoon fanatics, this is Kelly back for Cartoon Universe, and I want to talk about the new Steven Universe promo for the Heart of the Crystal Gems, which is very exciting. I'm sure we've all seen it by now, and I am wearing some red and blue today in honor of Ruby and Sapphire. I really like to coordinate my outfits to my videos, guys, in case you couldn't tell. But a lot of this promo seems to be focused around their characters, since Garnet has officially had a breakup due to the discovery of Steven being Pink Diamond, and I am not shocked about that at all. She must feel incredibly betrayed, and I think we're all feeling pretty bad for Garnet right now. And I basically have one main theory I want to talk about for this video, and that is that I think potentially we might see the emergence of Rose Quartz 2.0, aka a fusion between Steven and Pearl. Now, I don't know how likely this might be, but I do have a few reasons for thinking maybe this little tiny Steven arc could end with this happening. So the first topic I want to talk about is the relationship between Ruby and Sapphire and what I think may be going on in both of their minds right now. And next, I want to talk about how Amethyst is probably feeling about this whole thing, what her role in it may be. And lastly, I want to talk about how a fusion between Steven and Pearl may be able to potentially save this situation. So in the promo that we see, including the little tiny itty bitty promo we saw at the end of A Single Pale Rose, it seems that Sapphire kind of has a complete mental breakdown, freaks out, and she just flees. We have no idea where she's going, but by the looks of this promo, it looks like Steven and Amethyst are traveling, and we could safely say that they're probably trying to find Sapphire. Now, is Ruby going along with them? I'm sure she is, but in this new promo for Heart of the Crystal Gems, it seems that Ruby is kind of thinking about sticking by herself for a little while. So, do Ruby and Sapphire have a giant blowout over all of this? Probably. We've only seen Sapphire being really upset. We've seen Ruby trying to stop her. So I don't know if Sapphire maybe says something to Ruby that really hurts Ruby's feelings. She does kind of talk down to Ruby a little bit in the promo, which is interesting because we've never seen Sapphire do that before. In the past, she's always been the more calm, cool, and collected one, the one that's kind of calmed Ruby down. But when you think about it, it seems like the tables have turned now, and Sapphire is the one who's freaking out. She tells Ruby in the promo, "How could you have even known, Ruby? You never know what's going on. You never know anything." Ouch. I mean, I've never heard Sapphire say anything like that to her, so maybe the reason that Ruby mentions that she's seeing a future as being only Ruby is because Sapphire really hurt her feelings. So at this point, neither of them are there for each other. They're both going their separate ways, so we could safely kind of predict that Steven and Amethyst are going to be trying to hunt them down. Now, Pearl is not shown very much in this promo, so what I'm thinking about that situation may be that maybe Pearl kind of takes some time for herself during the beginning of this special for a little bit. I mean, if you think about it, Pearl must be feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. She basically betrayed the entirety of the Crystal Gems, Steven included at this point, because Steven only had flashbacks of being Pink Diamond, but he did not know all of this. And Pearl kept a secret from basically her three closest family members, you could argue, for decades. So knowing how emotional Pearl is and knowing how deep Pearl's past is, how much she's been through, now that that's finally brought to light for us, I can't imagine Pearl being comfortable wanting to hang out with the Crystal Gems right now. And I think maybe that's why Amethyst is only seen with Steven in this promo. Now, what could we guess Amethyst is feeling in this situation? I mean, if you think about it, Amethyst has considered Pearl and Garnet her main family, Rose Quartz included, her entire life. And Amethyst, in a sense, was sort of an orphan, sort of always felt out of place, not up to par with the other Amethysts. And she felt that by being a crystal gem, that gave her her own identity. And now she's realizing that that all is a lie. So I can't even imagine how Amethyst is feeling. In this series, I just feel like poor Amethyst goes through so much, because I feel like out of all of the crystal gems, she's been kept in the dark the most. Well, she and Steven on a similar level, but now we know that Steven is pretty important. So I'm kind of wondering how Amethyst is feeling towards Steven. I think a very plausible theory would be that the only reason Amethyst is traveling with Steven in this special is because she wants to reconnect with Garnet, because at this point, Garnet's going to be the only one that Amethyst isn't mad at. Garnet's going to be the only one that Amethyst still feels connected to, because she and Garnet are in the same boat. So it would make sense that even if Garnet feels a little bit distant towards Steven or weird around him right now, she will travel with him anyway just to get Garnet back. So if Pearl is isolating herself, which we don't know for sure, maybe she does follow them, but in the promo we don't see much evidence of that. Steven, as we've seen in the show, always tries his hardest to make things right, no matter what is going on. He always tries to fix everything. He always wants everyone to be friends, everyone to feel connected, and everyone to get back together. And at this point, Steven must be kind of feeling a little weird about Pearl, knowing that in a past life, he had a very close connected past with her, even if he doesn't fully remember it. So, I mean, I can't even imagine what must be going through his mind about that. But I'm sure the most urgent thing on his mind is to find Sapphire, find Ruby if she ran off in another direction. Where is Ruby going? I have no idea. But clearly, he needs to find both of them and bring them back together, so his feelings about Pearl probably aren't the most urgent thing on his mind. So I predict that the first half of this promo may be about Steven and Amethyst going together to try to reunite Garnet, and the second half may be about Steven and Pearl kind of having some sort of consolation about everything, at least in some degree, because I can't see the whole Ruby and Sapphire being brought together thing really going over that smoothly, especially with a revelation this gigantic. So upon knowing that Steven had this really deep connection with Pearl, that at some point when he was Pink Diamond, Pearl was technically his Pearl, that's a really big deep topic with many layers to it. And if Steven and Pearl do talk more about this relationship that they used to have, about Pearl's final confession, about the reason she lied, etc., I could predict that happening towards the end of this special. And maybe if they find some common ground, they may form a fusion and we may finally get to meet Rose Quartz 2.0. Now, how would Rose Quartz 2.0 help bring Garnet back together? Well, if you think about it, guys, it'd be pretty epic. It would be the return of Rose Quartz, except this time she has all of the experiences of Steven in her. This fusion would almost be like Amethyst and Garnet reconnecting with Rose, but in a new way, because they have separate memories with Steven. So maybe this fusion could be a way to reunite their family and a way for them to resolve everything that's happened. Because Steven is, in a sense, Pink Diamond, but he's also not Pink Diamond. He's Steven. He's half Steven, half Pink Diamond. And Garnet has always been a very understanding character. Maybe Ruby and Sapphire will understand that regardless of the past, Rose Quartz is, in a way, officially gone. Pink Diamond is officially gone. Pink Diamond is still in Steven somewhere, but she's also Steven himself. And all of the things that Amethyst and Garnet have loved about Steven, all of the things that have made them bond with him over the years, they are still there. So this fusion could be the fusion that helps reunite the crystal gems, hence the heart of the crystal gems. And I think that would be super cool and super epic and really awesome to see. It would also be a really great way to sort of lead us to the end of the season, because the crystal gems will have resolved all of the secrets and lies of their past. And when they have that family unit back together, they'll be more powerful and more connected than ever. And that could potentially lead us into the next arc, which will hopefully involve White Diamond, hopefully. So what do you guys think? Comment below. Do you think Ruby and Sapphire are going to stay angry at each other for a long time? Do you think something will be resolved at the end of this special? Do you think we will see Rose Quartz 2.0 sometime soon? As Rebecca Sugar mentioned a long time ago. I'm really hyped about this special. I hope you guys are too. Comment your thoughts below. Let's have a discussion, and I'll talk to you guys next time on Cartoon Universe.